Okay.
And welcome to the first webinar with one of our first certified Mama CRM professional, Celia Vasiliou. Today we prepare a combination of a few AI tools that will help you our daily operations, from PDFs to video to advanced hacks on ChatGPT, and some specific video tools. As you saw, some of you yesterday, I have published one very interesting video with Mark Zuckerberg, and many of you wonder how I did it. So today I will share with you how I did it. And then we'll go through the tools that we built with Mama CRM that differentiate this marketing CRM with the rest, and make the life of a marketeer much easier. Let's proceed with the presentation, Celia. So
Honestly, thank you very much for the chance to do this first free webinar together. Shall I start? Are we ready?
Yes, you should say hello as well, and we proceed.
Okay. So who we are, for the people that don't know me, because I presume most of you already know. Oh, Oresimo, over to you first. I mean, you're the host. I think you should say a few words about yourself.
All right. So for those that they don't know me, you should see me as your social media consultant. I have experience in social media since the beginning of the era, since 2009. I work with over 300 brands to craft with them their strategy and execute it, not just theory, but in practice as well. I am very proud to be one of the first Facebook Blueprint certified professionals, which is a very difficult certification. I'm also have a BS in marketing and MBA. I'm an RDA approved certified trainer, and I use this mostly for internal trainings. I also have a podcast, and I'm a videocaster, so I broadcast through my channels or whatever other channels I get invited to. I'm so passionate about social media that I document all the process, and I create this method called EEST method out of my name. How exciting. You can also find this on EESTmethod.com. The reason I mentioned this here is because it was the initiation of Mama CRM. Basically, one of the pillars of Mama CRM is EEST method. You will see now the theory that Celia brings to the table, and the tools that we bring with Mama CRM, and how all these get together. And last, I want to leave you with this to remember me. My vision is to empower and inspire modern marketeers. This is my goal in life the last few years. After 2020, I decided that I would do a big shift in my life, and I will set this vision to, I have this vision basically, and I had a mission to fix social media across the globe. This is me, and the ball to you, Celia.
Thank you, Orestimo. And I hope today, during one short hour, we managed to inspire all of you here today. So who am I? For people that don't know me, first of all, it's an honor to be here. I grew up in Lesotho, Maseru. I too have a business background with specialization in marketing. I was the winner of the Cyprus Business Women's Award of the Year in 2013, and being nominated a few times. I've done a lot of things in my career. I don't want to tire you, but I started my career in Asia doing management consulting. Then I ventured into the realm of marketing, doing PR consulting. And I had the honor to work with big brands like Unilever and ICI Paints, and I realized that I love marketing. Then I was headhunted by a big UK company, an SAP implementation partner, and I became regional marketing manager of Trade for Southeast Asia until we were bought over by a larger company. called the FI group. Suddenly, I found myself, that was back in my early 20s. I was the team leader, leading a global rebranding exercise that lasted 2 years, and I was representing the interests of the company for Southeast Asia, and we became Zanza. When I came back to Cyprus, I undertook a similar role with Netiu. It's the leading IT firm in Cyprus, and I was responsible for marketing Cyprus and Greece until I was headhunted again to do the first online news portal, Sigma Light. Sigma Light is my baby. For the people that know me, I did it from the beginning, conceptualization, building the team, introducing monetization models, rich media campaigns, blah, 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 until it became a company and they made me the general manager. Unfortunately, I don't know if you remember, my boss was murdered, and a year later, I created my first digital agency around the time that Orestes created his own agency. We were competitors, but we always had a friendly relationship and still do, and now we have the chance to collaborate. 2015, I co-founded Blend Digital that still exists, and we sold it back during COVID. Then I ventured in the advertising line. As you can see, I have a lot of marketing and business experience, and I decided I want to take all this knowledge, become an HRDA certified trainer, which I did 2 years ago, so I can impart this knowledge like today. Last year, I also became certified in artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and social innovation through ULEP, which was a European program. And this year, I also got my certification in Mama CRM, and I decided enough certificates. Now, if we can, sorry, Aristide, yes.
It's the last one, I said.
The last one, the last but not
the last one you need.
Last but not least, exactly. Now, the Cyprus economy, as we all know, consists majorly of SMEs, mostly family-run businesses. So it's very important that we work smart, and marketing is a very important aspect of our work, especially if, as a business owner, many of us wear many hats. Now, what I always challenge my customers and I ask them is, and you should ask yourselves, why should customers buy your products? Why should you spend 1 hour listening to Orestes and Celia today and not, I don't know, Elena and Kostas to another webinar? What differentiates your company? What is your competitive advantage? Piece of advice, if you don't learn to answer this question, don't bother doing marketing. Otherwise, you're diluting your efforts. This is a very important question to be able to address and answer easily, because once you know that, then you can communicate your unique selling points, and then promoting your services becomes quite easy. It's a matter of knowing what tools to use, subject to where your target audience is. Now, I'm going to touch upon the importance of emerging technologies. Since this little webinar has to do with AI, I just want to share some very recent stats, because EU is supporting and encouraging SMEs to adopt emerging technologies to become more innovative, more competitive in an increasingly digital world. Some very recent stats. I got this report a few days ago from Amazon. In Europe, there are many challenges facing Europe in terms of AI adoption. Despite that, there's incredible momentum, and I think everybody is feeling that the past few years. However, in this game, startups are leading the game. They're adopting AI easier than large organizations that seem to be lagging behind, maybe because of bureaucracy, because of structure, and biodiskinity, if I can say it in Greek. Across Europe, not only across Europe, across the world, everybody understands the benefits and risks of AI up to a certain extent. I just want to point out to something, a small misconception. If you adopt AI fast, it doesn't necessarily mean it's risky, or if you do it the other way around, if you do it slowly, it doesn't necessarily mean it's safe. What you have to bear in mind is become familiar with technology, experiment, embrace it, in order to stay productive and at the very minimum on pace, if not even surpass your competition. As business owners, that's what we're interested, to become more competitive, right? And sell more. Also, in Europe, about 68% of the startups are more willing to adopt AI if it's led by the public sector. What does this mean? It means that policymakers are called to work with industries to develop sensible and practical rules, enable the process, simplify the process, as opposed to putting restrictions and barriers. And let's see what's happening in Cyprus. This report was released really a few days ago. I don't know if you had the chance to read it, but it's a Gaia for Global Artificial Intelligence Alliance report, according to which in Cyprus last year, we had a very high adoption, especially among the youth population. Almost half of the Cyprus population is using generative AI tools in 2025. And what we're going to show today with Orestis is mostly generative AI tools and then the fantastic Mama CRM, which is a great tool because it encompasses everything. In terms of business usage, we have about 8% of businesses in Cyprus that are actively using AI, mostly in sectors like logistics and customer service. And I don't know if you heard of this, there was an announcement last year, actually. Cyprus announced a partnership with NVIDIA to launch national high-performance computing infrastructure by mid-2026. I just want to point out something. AI is not something new. It's been around since 1950s. The reason why we see this huge commoditization is because suddenly the past few years we have increased power, the computers have become faster, and because we have huge data, big data, which is very important to enable the processing of AI, which requires that. Currently in Cyprus, we have about 116 startup companies that are involved in research or developing AI solutions. For a country of our size, that is quite impressive. The reason why I'm saying that is Cyprus, for those of you that are having your own business, it's important information to know. And then we're going to go straight to the point regarding the tools. Now, I want to point out this very important figure, Mr. Dimitris Kouridis, who is the Chief Scientist for Research, Innovation and Technology in the island, who is shaping how Cyprus positions itself in AI. They are actually leading and advising Cyprus on the national AI strategy. They're trying to align Cyprus with EU digital and AI frameworks, and they're promoting ethical and responsible AI adoption. So what is happening right now in Cyprus? They're trying to build an innovation ecosystem. So they're trying to strengthen collaboration between startups, universities, corporates, and government bodies. Also, they're encouraging AI use. If you're here, it means you're already interested in this, especially in the public sector, in shipping and logistics, finance and professional services, healthcare, but not only just these sectors. This requires an upskilling programs to upskill, retrain our people, especially students, professional entrepreneurs, with the objective to bridge the gap between education and real market needs. Also, for those of you that are interested, there are actually many funding programs, especially for startups and research organizations. There are EU funding programs, there are innovation grants, there are startup acceleration programs. If anybody is interested in this, at the end of the program, you can get in touch with me and I'll bring you in touch with the right people. So in a nutshell, they're trying to position Cyprus globally as an innovation hub. So Cyprus is being represented in international tech and AI forums. They're trying to build partnerships with EU institutions, global tech companies, ecosystems. And to summarize, we're seeing strategy, policy with the intention to attract talent, to attract investment, and enable real-world adoption. Shall I go straight to the generative AIs now, guys, which is the reason why you're here?
I think yes.
Yes, I've tried. I hope you didn't find it boring.
Action is good, but let's go to the hot
Straight
stuff.
to the point now, because I don't want to bore you with the details. Now, I want to know, ChatGPT, most of us use it. Who uses the paid version? Okay, you're on, so I can't hear you. Do we have people using the paid version?
Yes, we have a few.
Okay, now, the free version is almost as good as the paid, but if you make heavy use of the paid of ChatGPT, I would advise to go to the paid version. Is not prohibitive the cost. It's faster, it's always available, and it retains your history. I'm going to show you a few things in a bit, okay? Getting started. When you open your platform and you log in, At the very beginning, if you haven't done that, I would recommend that you do it. You know, you can see your windows, you can see your chat history, but you can adjust your settings for better results. Tell them who you are and the tone you're going to use. You're going to do that with Mama CRM. I don't know if Orestes will have the time to get into that level of detail, but the more specific you are with these tools, the better the results. If you don't know how to use it, I can show you. You just let me know. Writing effective prompts. The basis and the most important aspect of ChatGPT is using effective prompts. What does this mean? Be clear and specific. The more specific you are with the requirements, the better the results. Provide relevant context. Don't be vague. If you're vague, the results you're going to get is going to be vague. Request specific formats or examples. Let me give a small example. Write something about marketing. This means nothing. Let's make it very specific. Write a 100-word LinkedIn post. I am specifying the duration, the purpose, LinkedIn post, about recent marketing trends in AI, the topic, and I am specifying the industry for retail businesses. Then it's going to give me a fantastic result. And I would urge you to experiment with these little things that I'm saying right now. So you can write and refine your own prompts. You know, you do it, ChatGPT shows you, and then you can say, improve it, do this, do that. I'm going to show you in a bit a few tricks that you can use. Practical use case studies, content creation. You can use blog articles, social media posts for professional communication, crafting emails. Whatever I write, especially if it's an important person I'm sending it to, I always pass it through ChatGPT, especially in Greek, because my English is better than my Greek. But you have to check it. ChatGPT makes mistakes. Education and learning. I'm going to share a personal experience that I had last year. I had a client and I was called to do an educational course for an online platform. We underestimated that the work was going to be 1 week. We totally underscoped the project. It ended up being a 5-month project. So I had a lot of pressure, a lot of things. I had to include case studies, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, my dad got sick and I lost my father. Those days that I had very, very tight deadlines. So I had used ChatGPT and it generated beautiful case studies. But because of that bad timing and the unfortunate personal event, I didn't get the chance, or I completely forgot to verify the stories. You know what happened? The stories were not verified. Be very careful. If you're using it like that, ask ChatGPT, are these verifiable? If it says yes, go ahead and tell ChatGPT, send me verifiable web links. Keep asking until you make sure that it's correct, if it's an area that you're not very clear. Also, a lot of programmers using it to get code. You can actually do a complete website by yourself. I experimented and I am not a technical person. It's not so nice, but it's helping a lot of programmers find solutions when they get stuck during their programming, debugging, creating Excel formulas, etc., etc. So you can create a blog, an article, a social media post. You can write an email, give instructions, summarize an agenda, or even summarize a document and generate a QA. Can I just show you something? I want to close regarding ChatGPT. Remember, refine your prompts. That's the best way to use ChatGPT. For example, make the text more concise. For example, change the tone. Tell them, make this content that they produce more formal, make it more informal, make it more playful, make it more funky. Whatever is the direction you want to take, push ChatGPT towards the direction you're using. Now, because ChatGPT has inherent inbuilt machine learning, the more you use it, the more it learns your style and the more it produces content to your liking. But if you do the settings up front, it's going to be more targeted early on. Am I talking too fast or are we okay? Because I want to show a few more tools before I pass.
Proceed.
That's You can do role playing, you can do a lot of things. Now, before I go into lead magnets, I want to show you ChatGPT. How I stop sharing, guys?
You stop sharing, yes.
Ωραία, ναι. Τώρα, I want to share my own Chrome tab so I can show you. Share. ChatGPT. Can you see my ChatGPT?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Let me show you a small trick. So I want to do a new chat, a new project. Let's call it training. Let's call it a webinar. Okay. For today. I create a project. So I have the history of all my projects. I have a lot of projects here. And what I'm going to do, I am going to upload, listen to this. I'll go to one of my clients. Let me find something that's easy. Where's clients? Oh, where's my clients? I can't find my clients. Here you are. Okay. So I'm going to show, for example, brand strategy that we did for this client. Okay. It's uploading a PDF, a document. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT, summarize this document. Main points. Even if you do typos, it understands. It's quite smart. So in seconds, it's going to summarize in seconds.
How many points, how many pages is the PDF?
I think 15, 20. And I have done that with slides that are 400, but it's going to take longer to load. So it gave me the company positioning, the core brand philosophy, the current brand reality, the brand ambition, the brand persona, the SWOT snapshot, because we did a lot of work, 20 pages in a few seconds. This is the value of ChatGPT. ChatGPT also has a lot of GPTs. Anyway, I'm going to stop with ChatGPT now because I want to show some more stuff, if I may. Let me just go back.
Can we just, until you find the next one, does anyone have any question about ChatGPT? I know everybody uses it, but if you have any question, okay, let's proceed.
So now, guys, I'm going to go back to the presentation. Hang on, I'm going to go straight to so I don't jump from platform to platform because I have the things ready. Who knows how to use lead magnets? Lead magnets are very underutilized in Cyprus. Lead magnets is a great way to data mine legally. What does that mean? You know, we get a lot of spamming, and now with the GDPR that's becoming more strict, we have to be very careful. Email marketing is a great tool, but it's not used properly in Cyprus. Lead magnets is you give them a little carrot, with a small, useful, relevant piece of content, okay? And you ask them to download it on your website or on your eShop, wherever. And in return, they have to add their email and their details, and they give you consent for you to do marketing. And that's a great way to start data mining and collect information about prospects that then you can do direct marketing to relevant prospective customers. I'll show you. Have you ever heard of Designer? It's a tool that you can use. It's an AI-driven tool. Again, I'm going to share my screen. Designer, share. Okay. Can you see Designer?
Yes.
Okay. Just quick, it's one of the many tools. Guys, you don't need to pay for this. If you see the pricing, oh, I closed it by accident. You don't need to pay. I mean, if you're good with Word and PDFs, or you can design documents yourself. Otherwise, it looks something like this. I've played with this and done many projects quite fast. I'm just going to go randomly to an old one that I created when I was playing with it. If you're familiar with Office, you can import content, you can create a new page, you can put a page break, you can embed videos. It has a lot of functionality. Anybody that knows how to use Word, PowerPoint can learn this in a few minutes. This is a very fast way to create a professional looking ebook or a lead magnet, which you can easily use for your marketing efforts to data mine. Now let's go to the interesting parts. I'm going to go back to the presentation. Let me just stop sharing. Okay. Now, I apologize for jumping from entire screen share. Honestly, just confirm that they can see my screen.
Yes, we see it.
Great. Okay, now, guys, videos. Videos are very, 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 very important. There are many, many video tools. I'm going to show you one of my favorite. It's not necessarily good for everybody, okay? For a company that's very serious, that doesn't have products, you have professional services, let me just show you this video that I did for a client of mine it's an accounting, tax, and audit firm. A very boring subject. People are lazy to read what's on the website. This is a video that we did about who we are.
In a world where complexity reigns, organizations face unprecedented challenges. Cross-border structures demand more than mere compliance. They require clarity, discipline, and foresight. How do successful companies navigate this intricate landscape? We align governance, substance, and tax positioning to create strategies that are both technically sound and commercially sustainable. Our forward-thinking approach ensures that our clients' strategies are defensible and future-proof. We support international groups, technology and fintech companies, real estate investors, and private clients who expect their advisors to think ahead. Our strategies are not just about compliance, they are about anticipating challenges and seizing opportunities. We offer a comprehensive suite of services: audit, tax, accounting, corporate, and more. Our coordinated framework ensures unified execution, combining institutional strength with boutique attention to detail. Our clients benefit from a seamless integration of services tailored to meet diverse needs. This holistic approach ensures that every aspect of their business is covered with precision and care. Credibility is built on evidence, not intention. We advise with precision and partner with purpose, ensuring that our clients' goals are met with integrity and expertise. By choosing us, you're not just getting a service provider, you're gaining a partner committed to your success. Our evidence-based approach ensures that your strategies are both effective and reliable. Ready to take the next step? Book a consultation or explore our services today. Together, we can navigate complexity and achieve your business goals with confidence.
Okay, how long do you think it took me to do this video?
3 hours.
And I'm not going to answer to you. I'm going to let the rest guess. I'm going to stop. Anybody else? Okay, I could have done it in 15 minutes, but I mean, it wouldn't have been to that level because you have to link the thing. You need to change the. I can show you the platform, but I don't want to waste any more time because Odysseus has a lot of things to cover as well. It actually took me 3 hours. 3 hours to perfect it. Bravo,
You didn't tell me that.
It was 3 hours. I'm
You
not
didn't
going to
tell
show
me.
you the platform unless you want to show. I'll give. Unless you want to see a peek preview. But because we have so many tools, I just want to close with one small comment. There are too many tools. You have to find the right one according to your needs. And in terms of video tools, Oresti, over to you. You're going to show a few more. Thanks for me, and I'll talk to you in a bit again.
Thank you very much, Celia. I'm going to show you 3 more tools about video that I always share with the people that I consult, the companies that I consult. Very helpful. Okay, the one is not that is so helpful, but if it's April Fool's, it is very helpful. This is a video that I shared yesterday with my audience.
So, are we
And
ready?
I had a discussion with
Absolutely. Today we're
Mark
excited.
Zuckerberg
I
from
still can't believe
Meta.
this conversation is happening. So, are we
It's a
ready?
combination of AI and real video. Basically, I will share how I did it as well. So maybe you want to do it next year. There is an AI, it's called parrotai.com. It's an application. You can buy it,
Thank you, Mark.
and you have a lot of
Sure.
celebrities like Mark Zuckerberg, Donald Trump, and other celebrities that you can type whatever they want you to say. So you get this video, you make the frame. I make the video, so I use chat. I ask ChatGPT to give me a scenario of a discussion with Mark Zuckerberg. Chat gave me scenario. I document my part. I have Mark Zuckerberg document his part, and we put it together. So this is the one tool, Tripod AI. The next one, this is very helpful for companies that they don't have, they don't want to go on camera like I do as business owners, or they don't have employees that they want to go on camera. So you can create basically this one.
Social media is exhausting. Managing social media, tasks, CRM, strategy documents, and reports everywhere. It's messy and overwhelming.
And this one.
Another day as a social media marketeer. You're managing social media, crafting marketing strategies, handling customer requests.
Both of them are not existing. They are completely AI. So you go to tryholo.ai, and you make a subscription there. You just click on the person, you type whatever you want them to say, and in a few seconds or minutes, they will say it for you. And then you can, of course, do more advanced stuff, like you will see a video at the Mama CRM, Instagram, and social media of both of them combining. Like the first one is saying that it's exhausting. The second person is saying that Mama CRM changed the game. So this is one very good. They also do unboxing for those that they have products. They do nice unboxing video for customers that they pretend that they just received the product and they unbox the product and what a nice product, etc., etc.
Managing social
Another
media
day
is
as a social
exhausting.
media marketer.
And the last one, this is very interesting. It's called QSO.ai. It used to be VIDYO.ai, and it got acquired by QSO.ai. This is very interesting because you can create small, you can create short content out of a long video piece of content. And you see the example here. I made a podcast. It was around 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I upload the podcast, and it gave me 13, 14 pieces of content. And it was all very spot on, like the future of marketing with AI, how to balance creativity and performance, maximize your marketing budget, powerful social media marketing, etc., the human touch in hospitality. So AI knows what you want to emphasize, what clips are gonna perform better on social media, and this is a very good tool. It's very interesting to also see that those tools, both TryHolo and QSO, just recently add the capability of sharing the videos that you're creating to social media, to all platforms. And it's also very interesting why Orestes is sharing this. Like, how altruistic is this person at the end of the day? The truth is, I am not, because I am not feeling the competition from those platforms. Because as we see the last 35 minutes, we see tools here, tools there, tools everywhere. And we see technology is advancing by day. We see that AI it is technology as we know it the last 20, 30 years that we're using it. It's just faster and more advanced. So what do you need is faster tools to control it, to organize it, more advanced tools to organize it, and more advanced professionals to do that. So out of as I said at the beginning when we started the presentation, I am reviewing and viewing social media revolution since 2009, and I was always very very passionate on how we will put everything in one platform, because at the beginning, like every social media marketeer or every professional that wants to start working on social media, Google's what do I do? And the first thing that comes up is a social media management software. You get this social media management software and you believe that it's something that will help you become professional. And then the next day, you see that you don't need only a social media management software, you need a lot of other tools as well, like a task management, a way to present the results, a way to document the strategy and incorporate it. So I did this everything you see here, the three pillars, marketing, management, and CRM, with all the links that you see there. All the links are a separated tool, and all the links used to be one PowerPoint, one Excel, or one separate dashboard with a subscription back until 2022 that we launched the first version of Mama CRM. Our first, and it still is, our first slogan was focus on social media strategy. It still is, but in terms of search engine optimization and in terms of the where to understand what we do is still very early, because nobody searched a social media strategy tool, because nobody believes that there is a social media strategy tool. Nobody believes that there is a social media strategy and that you can control it. You can control this tsunami that is coming on a daily basis. So we change it, and now you see on our website, you see strategy focused social media management CRM, because everybody is looking for a social media management software. So I'm gonna go and show you some of the theory of marketing and how we incorporate them to Mama CRM. First of all is buyer persona. It's important, as Celia says, to document your client, to know your client and who is your client and what is the demographics of the client, the characteristics, and the behavior. Once you document it with Mama CRM, you can have it here in your platform. So you know how many they are. Other than know that you want women that are interested in cosmetic in Nicosia, you know how many they are, and you know how many of those are engaging with your content. So this is the intelligence we're bringing when it comes to buyer personas. And I will go through with the rest, and we'll go in detail later on. AI SWOT analysis. Again, you need to document the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats of your company. We used to do this on PowerPoint documents, and on the first meetings with the clients and keep them in one folder and never see them again. Now, with the power of AI, the only thing you need to do for Mama CRM to know you, and this works across all AI, is to add the project summary of your company, add the about section of your company. Here we have a lot of projects because if you're a company with many departments, you can document your department separately. So here, and it's getting very interesting with strengths and opportunities. Clients are very open to share the opportunities and the threats. It's getting very interesting with weaknesses and threats because you're getting gold out of your customer mind or your manager mind when you want to do that. You want to do that, and when you do that, you don't just do that for the sake of document. You do that because on a later stage you have this on as a marketing context to create your draft calendar along with 50 plus content mix ideas to entertain, educate, inspire, and convince people from awareness to engagement to leads to sales. And when you create your draft calendar, you have the opportunity. We are the only ones we offer this webinar. We're the only ones we offer this to tag your content. If on a strategy level you are about to create awareness, engagement, leads, or sales, what type of content and when you want to proceed with piece of content, and then now you have your draft calendar is on a link, and you don't need documents to copy and paste. You can send this to your manager, you can send this to your client, and for approval. And when it's approved, and especially each specific piece of content, because we take very seriously each specific piece of content, you can click proceed and go to the official calendar and start creating content. And from here, you can share to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I get a little bit overwhelmed and I don't stop. We forgot the 4-piece analysis, of course, although I will come back to the share. Before I go to, leave from project, we have also the ability to document the products. You document the type of product. AI can give you also new ideas. You document the type of the product, the type of product, and something that before it used to take hours to document, to brainstorm and find the unique selling points of the product. Now with the click of a button, and in a few seconds, you find 5, 10 ideas of what is your unique selling points, because your competitors are selling the same product, but you have your people are choosing your product because there is a unique selling point, and this unique selling point needs to be communicated with the social media marketeer, to be communicated to the public through social media. So with this way, you can easily document your product, and you have them here at your plan. And I also say many times on my videos that one of the things that we do is business continuity, because we know that social media marketeers change easily careers. It's a fact, and it's normal because we always hire young social media marketeers, the people that actually do the work, and we're gonna sit with them and actually tell them, you know, we need a post about this product. So it's easy when you change the professional to just show them, here is a strategy, here is our context. If we have anything new, you add them here. So we'll cover the company, we'll cover the products, we'll cover the plan. We just saw the plan. We're the only ones that have this social plan. We also have public holidays. I know for a fact that many companies are not satisfied because their marketeers are forgetting that there is a specific Father's Day, Mother's Day, National Lookalike Day, National Carbonara Day. Now I have them all here. International Workers' Day, Mother's Day. On May 10 is Mother's Day. They are to forget this. Here at Mother's Day, whatever is here, you can just National Pet Day. You can just click on it, set the target, set the type, and create it, and it's here. Now you have a piece of content. You just push it and proceed. We have reporting. Reporting is very, 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 very important. And for us at Mama CRM, it's important to have everything in a clear view, organic, and as I said many times, we listen to our users. They ask for details. I think Chris is here that was asking for the details of each post for the organic reach. So you can now see the organic reach of each post. And we have the paid. We have the paid reporting of the platform, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We have specific KPIs. Now we're gonna add more, but those specific KPIs, again, they are answering the questions of the 99% of the questions of the business owner, and the question that you are setting as brand awareness. So did we achieve brand awareness? Yes, we achieved brand awareness because we reached 85,000 people by 2 times. So we guess we did achieve brand awareness. If our audience is 90,000, 100,000, we did achieve. If our audience is 1 million, we didn't achieve awareness. And who is gonna set that? You're gonna tell me. The strategic overview. We have here your content is now structured. This is what we mean. Organize the content around, organize the chaos around content, because now you know that your content, out of your content for specific period, it's some of them it's awareness, some of them is engagement, some of them is leads, some of them are sales. So it's not just content thrown around. We compare it with the audience, and we give suggestions and recommendations for distribution. And I'm going to show you this last. We have competition on the inside. We have competition, so you don't need to go around Facebook and follow with a fake account your competitors. Now you can add them here. You can add any name here and follow their funds and their engagement. So you know that the last 30 days, if you have all your competitors here, you will see who stands out and how many posts they did, how many comments they have, and then you can go and check the specific competitor. We have unlimited competitors. We don't limit you on the competitors. We have CRM leads and deals. We have a complete CRM system. So everything is here. So you don't need another subscription. Contact tool, leads tool, and deals tool. You can do bulk upload on leads. We just finishing this now. Finish this now again. And task. You can have a complete task management tool. So your content lives on Mama CRM. When you create content, your designer is here, your copywriter is here, and you'll get the final calendar. You'll get it for approval directly from here, and you don't need an account to approve it. You're gonna see the content, like it, dislike it, and comment, and everything will be here in one place. We're getting close. The last thing I wanna share with you is that our vision, other than empower and inspire modern marketeers, is to create. We're gonna do that by creating an AI marketing ecosystem. So everything we do is based on the 4 pillars: awareness, engagement, leads, and sales. We could add more, but we want to keep it simplified, because don't forget, it's not a general strategy, it's a social media strategy. And this tool here, and the tools that are coming forward, for example, this one, it gives you the ability to generate ideas for specific department, for specific reason, to entertain, educate, inspire, and convince. And out of those, you get the ideas that we already show, the 50+ ideas for a specific objective: awareness, engagement, leads, and sales. Let's say engagement and leads, and specific product. So you do that, you generate ideas, and the idea is, in the near future, when we finalize this, is to get reminders. For example, you haven't posted a story for 2 months. You haven't posted carousel. Carousel are getting a lot of traffic to your website. So this is what we are heading off, and we are now, and I'm gonna move forward, Celia, to finalize this, because it's 7 minutes before we close it.
I slightly continue sharing. It's easier so we don't swap
Yes.
one to another.
So I'm continuing with the freebies, and the freebies for those that are here is 3 months of free Mama CRM. If you sign up now for Mama CRM, you can go to mamacrm.com. We have 3 paid packages. Well, we have a free, of course, which is limited just for trial. We have solo, which is for 1 company. We have team, which is up to 12 companies. So basically, it's the same infrastructure. It's just here you will be able to add more workspaces. And agency, if you want unlimited workspaces, unlimited social media. So what will happen if you sign up now in whatever package? You have 21 days free trial by default, and we'll be in touch. I will contact you, and I will give you another 3 months to try it. And of course, if you want to do that, I always do that. I always do a demo with our clients. We have already more than 100 organizations. We launched officially last month, and we're moving forward to add the rest of the social media and create our AI marketing ecosystem to help you manage your social media and focus your social media strategy. Thank you very much. I will give it to Celia, and then if you have any questions, we're here.
Okay, guys, just quick, another thing that might be of interest to you. On the 28th and 29th of April, we're running, Aristimo, can you go to the next one? Bravo. We're running a bootcamp, AI-driven marketing bootcamp, a 2-day program with KPMG. It's worth 1,600 euros per person, and it's completely free. It's fully subsidized by HRDA if you sign up as a company, not as an individual, unfortunately. So the content, if we can go to the content, Augustine, go to the first day content. I'm a firm believer that you need to follow the basics. And in my experience, working with clients, many clients don't even do the basics. So it's an introduction of how to do a marketing strategy, an introduction on AI, on how to segment identify your target audience, do your persona. If you don't know it, many companies don't do personas. Do your consumer journey is very, very interactive. For each segment, you're going to be asked to apply it on your company and how to do a marketing strategy. So this is the theoretical part. Also branding. One point about branding in Cyprus is people are not doing branding. Branding is not just having a logo. And we're a very small island, and most industries are overcrowded. Professional services, there are 4,000 accountants or lawyers, tax and legal and accountants, 1,400. It's too many. If we can go to the next slide, the second day is more practical. It's more hands-on on the tools themselves.
Here, yes? No? Sorry.
Yeah, the second one, yeah, the second one. So we're getting in detail about digital marketing, how everything ties up. We show in detail ChatGPT. I just gave you a small teaser today, how to use Synthesia. We're going deep, and you'll be asked to do a video in a few minutes, and you know, until you learn the basics. It's very, you're gonna have a good time. I'm going to show Mama CRM in a greater length than EEST, as I'm a certified Mama CRM professional, and then we're going to tie up everything. Just one point, there are many tools. You need to find the one that suits your needs. But Mama CRM, as a marketeer myself, has everything. The theory, the tools, it guides you. It's an all-encompassing platform. That's it for me. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions? I can close the...
Presentation.
Κάμει να μάθει κάποιον να δουλεύει και το Mama CRM.
One second.